Aloha, and welcome to Betty's Real Estate Corner, brought to you by Roy and Betty Sakamoto, both here in attendance, for another great day of talking real estate and talking what's going on in Maui and sharing something with everybody.
Yeah, another great day on Maui.
It is a perfect day on Maui today. Right over here, it was great. Didn't take us more than 35 minutes, I think.
40 minutes.
Maybe 40, okay.
From West Maui, but no, it was great.
From Napili.
Yeah.
We were pretty far out there.
Even had a chance to stop by Starbucks.
We did, and we've got a nice large coffee here that's still almost too hot to drink. Yeah. I don't know about that, but it's good. No, I mean, there's nothing like a Starbucks when you just want to have a little hot drink and a little pick-me-up, pick-me-up bouquet.
Yeah. We had a little pick-me-up last week.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, we went to the Ninth Island.
We did.
On for some real estate seminars, and it's about 3 days of R&R.
It was great. We really had a great time. We haven't gone there for a while, and it's fun. It's fun to do that and to just be away, and it's probably the only place in the world that you can't usually return a phone call. Just too much noise in the background, so you have to get out of there.
There's always a lot going on, and what about that great show we saw?
That
Rod
was
Stewart.
Rod Stewart. He was spectacular. He was really great. And he's almost our age, so we really loved him.
He's 81 years old and quite the showman.
I think he was really great.
Fantastic show. And it was over at Caesar's Palace, and I think it held like 4,000 or something like that.
And it was jammed.
At the Coliseum. And pretty well sold out.
Yeah, I thought it was virtually sold out.
He had the whole place just rocking.
Yeah, it was rocking.
It was a fun show. We had great seats. We kind of lucked out and got some great seats. I think we got it like day before the show or something like that. And wow.
Yeah, we really loved the seats and we loved the whole thing. It enough that we would go back and see the show again.
I would see Rod Stewart again in a heartbeat.
Mm-hmm.
Just it was so upbeat. All his backup singers, and he had I don't know how many women on violins and all kinds of instruments.
I think the instruments, everything, the violins, everything was really, really well done.
Yeah. One thing that really got me was everybody was smiling. All his backups were smiling. Everybody in the band was smiling. Yeah. And they looked like they were having a good time, too.
I think they were. I really do think it was a good show. Everybody was having fun, including the band. And the one thing we said afterwards is we would go back and see it again, which, even though you love some of the shows that we've gone to there, we don't have to go see them again. And Rod Stewart was really fun. It was great. And I would definitely go see him again.
Oh, yeah, totally. Absolutely.
So one of these days, we'll do the same thing. We'll make a decision at the last minute, head to Las Vegas for a couple of days and see
if he's back.
If he's back. He's supposed to be back. I mean, he's supposed to be doing the show.
Back in August, I think, something like that.
So we better watch out for it. But it was just a lot of fun. And when we were done, we headed back out again and could walk back to where we were staying, and it was perfect.
It's amazing, all the foot traffic in Las Vegas. It's amazing. We were staying at Palazzo and walking to Caesar's Palace for the Rod Stewart show. I mean, the sidewalks were just packed. Yeah, both coming and going.
Yeah, they usually are.
Yeah.
But still, it was a lot of fun. It was fun, and I don't know. I mean, it was great fun. And we will do it again.
A lot of traffic on the Strip. Mm-hmm. It was great.
Yeah, it was great. Yeah, we used to do that every so often. It's a fun getaway. And you can, in a couple of days, you can just kind of get away from everything. And we jokingly will say is you can't answer the phone if you're in the casino.
That's right.
Yeah, you're given away immediately where you are. So,
or if you're in a seminar and
that's right,
you're tied up, and that's again, that's another reason to deal with a realtor. A realtor is obligated to complete continuing education every 2 years, and most realtors will go to seminars and so forth just to improve their craftsmanship.
It's true, and you do. Every time you go to one, you'll hear something that, oh yeah, I knew that, but you hadn't thought about it in a long time.
No, absolutely.
And they have some great people that are highlighted in the seminars, and they really do a good job of it.
Actually, we were featured in one of the seminars a few years back.
We were. That was fun.
Yeah. And we were up in front of, I don't know, 700-800 people.
Yeah, it was a huge crowd.
We did about a 20-25 minute shtick up there on stage. And,
yeah, it was a little more than that, but it was
maybe
fun.
Yeah,
it was fun. The groups were fine.
And we had some great comments after that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not quite sure what we talked about, but, we're not used to standing up before 700-800 people.
No, it was fun doing it. I thought it was anyway.
It was.
I would do it again, but I'm not sure I would go begging to do it again. But it was fun. I mean, and everybody got a kick out of whatever we had to say and how we had gotten to that point. And we kind of told a little story about what we've done and how we met and whatever happened. And it was really an amazing, fun moment. And a lot of people, they never think that we came from such different backgrounds.
No, I know.
So
I think one of the highlights was when you said you came from a CIA family.
Yeah. Catholic, Irish, and alcoholic.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's the truth of the matter. And
yeah.
And it was...
I mean, this was all in jest, of course.
It wasn't jest, but it's the truth. I mean, it's not easy. And anyone Catholic and Irish is all good. When you throw in a dose of alcohol, it's not so perfect.
Yeah.
But I had great parents, and they did their best. And that's kind of what we talked about. I don't even know how we got off on that and the show.
Not sure.
But it was interesting.
It's like the radio show. It's totally unscripted.
It is.
We got up there and started talking.
Yeah. I totally forgot that part, the CIA family. I came from a CIA family, Catholic, Irish, and alcoholic. Yeah. Anyway, it was interesting. But it was an era for that too, really.
Well, yeah, absolutely. And, that wasn't the only thing, of course, for the whole seminar. But, it's, again, like you mentioned, going to different meetings and so forth, you may say, I kind of know about that subject. But just going there and listening to other people talk and other professionals from all over the world, really,
yes.
It's interesting, how laws differ, how presentations differ and so forth. But the basics are still the same. You deal with honesty and being forthright. Don't over-exaggerate. It's the same all over, no matter if you're dealing with a realtor from Japan or Canada or Scotland or wherever.
No, I totally agree with you.
It's all interesting.
Honesty. If you just give someone the whole story, nobody's out there looking for problems, but if the property has had some problems or was difficult or there's a reason why it hasn't sold for the last couple of years, and you tell someone exactly why, whatever you know, and usually that goes a long way with people.
No, absolutely. And, that's another reason to deal with a realtor, somebody who has a realtor designation. You can be a licensed real estate salesperson or licensed real estate broker, but realtors have a much higher standard of professionalism and ethics, and you should always deal with a realtor.
No question.
And dealing with our gang over at Coldwell Banker Kapalua, we've got some great salespeople there, salespeople and realtors, and come on by anytime. We're at 700 Office Road in Kapalua. Easy to find. You can't miss the office as you come down Office Road. We're close to where Sansei Restaurant is, almost adjacent to it. And just below Taverna Restaurant and just above the Honolulu store.
Yeah. No, I mean, it really is. It's a perfect location. And there's somebody always there that you can talk to.
Yeah,
I can't
we've
say
got
we're there always.
really a great crew. There's Marianne Fitch, her husband Nam Leviat. There's a whole, gosh, can't name all of them. But David Quant.
I can't. I definitely cannot name all of them.
But
Steve Fuller.
Steve Fuller. There's Elise, Juliet.
Mihaela Stoops.
Yeah, Carrie Tilley. There's a whole bunch of great realtors, great professionals. So come on by the office, 700 Office Road. Come talk story or look at our website, sakamotoproperties.com.
Robert Myers.
Yeah, sure.
I'm just kind of flipping through. We really do have some really great, very busy people. Some of them, you'll never find them in the office, but not because they aren't working, because they're always out showing property.
Out showing property or doing investigations and so forth into possible listings or possible sales. So anyway, Coldwell Banker Island Properties and Kapalua. We also have offices up country in Kahului, Kihei, and Wailea. So Coldwell Banker Island Properties, and tell them that you heard about it on Betty's Real Estate Corner.
Betty's Real Estate Corner. I think the other one, Elizabeth Quayle, is in the office off and on, and we also have an agent typically sitting over at the Ritz-Carlton. At the moment, and that's been really great.
Right in the lobby.
Right in the lobby when you first go in, or ask where the person is. They could be out wandering with the person by then, showing them some other properties or grabbing a quick cup of coffee with the person that came by. But it really is a great spot. And so typically our agent is on the floor at the Coldwell Banker office, and or we've got someone who's at the Ritz-Carlton right now. And that's spectacular. We both sat there at different times and talked to people.
Yeah, it's a fun place. You get to meet people from all over the world, staying at the Ritz-Carlton and other places on West Maui. We've had people coming through the lobby at the Ritz-Carlton who are staying at the Hyatt.
Yes.
Staying at the Grand Wailea. So it's been fun to meet people from all over the world.
And you're right. They could be staying anywhere. They could be in Wailea, Kaanapali, but either they've come by for lunch or breakfast or just to look around the Ritz, because the Ritz is a pretty spectacular location.
It's got the greatest hamburgers.
And the burgers are the best.
Right.
Yeah. At nighttime, we go there a lot for something to eat. And the burgers, and they have really a great sushi chef there pretty much every night.
Yes,
every
night.
The sushi is really great. It's the best. It's totally
best
the best.
Hamburgers on Maui.
But the burgers, they are
smash burgers.
Smash burgers.
And the fries are great.
Oh, the fries are perfect.
Yeah.
So you can probably share one, but you might want to get two.
So let's talk about the real estate market. It was interesting being in Las Vegas and checking out the general market over there. It looks like the higher end properties are moving. And higher end in Las Vegas being, say, about 1.5 million or more in terms of homes and condominiums. And it's interesting. There's new projects being planned that are total self-contained communities, basically. Golf course, guarded gates, and so forth. I don't know, if a lot of people are captivated by subdivisions like that, but there is a market, and they're showing it in Las Vegas.
I think there is a market, and I think that more and more people are looking for something like that.
Right.
That feels very protected.
Now, what's not so hot in Las Vegas is what they would consider the average home, the median prices, and so forth. If you're looking at something around the $500,000-$600,000 median range in Las Vegas, it's frankly the market's a little quiet, which equates to the home market in the $800,000-$900,000 range here on Maui.
Yeah, I wasn't sure exactly where that was at, but I bet that is pretty close.
Yeah.
800,000 to 900,000 can be the quiet spot.
Right.
And yet you could be at 10 million and have more people looking at the property.
Sure.
And
But you know what this signifies is it's a great time to buy. I just did a little quick market study this morning, and on Maui, there are 449 single-family residences for sale, and this includes Lanai and Molokai as well as Maui. So Maui County, the Realtors Association of Maui, that's a pretty big inventory, 449 homes
it is
on the market.
absolutely.
What's even a little more staggering is the condominium market. There's over 900 condominiums for sale now in Maui. And
There's a lot of reasons for that, I think.
Yeah,
you know,
I mean, there's a
because
lot of people that are panic selling because of the Bill 9, passage of Bill 9, which is banning vacation rentals in apartment zone properties. We've gone through this before and on previous shows, and there's a lot of, I would call panic selling because of this limitations on vacation renting, and it's a great buyer's market.
I think you're right. There is panic selling, and one of the reasons would be that up until now, you've been able to freely do short-term rentals.
Yeah, vacation renting
renting.
Apartment zone properties.
Mm-hmm.
And there's another reason. A lot of these are older properties.
Yes.
And a lot of the current sellers bought their properties, like the golf villas at Kapalua, for instance. They've owned them for 35, 40 years, 45 years. They bought a one-bedroom way back when for $250,000. So if they kind of panic sell and thought, you know, at the top of the market, these one-bedrooms sold for 1.3, 1.4 million. Now, if they can get 900, they're happy because they only bought it for 200 and some odd.
Right.
So, you know, it's of course it's not making people happy who bought previously for 1.2, 1.3 million. But the market will adjust, you know, it always does.
I think, again, the market will adjust. And I think that if somebody sells now, like you say, for a lower price, I think the majority of them are happy right now.
No, absolutely.
You know, nobody's angry at this point because they're making the decision. They can also make a decision to not rent right now and to use it for friends and
sure.
family, et cetera. And I think
Absolutely.
that's another possibility.
Absolutely.
And when you've owned it as long as they have in many, many cases, that's okay.
Sure.
And then maybe that will change. I think they're not going to do a very good job for anybody if they take that away. And hopefully that won't happen.
Right.
Because it doesn't really make sense for anybody.
But, you know, that's why you should deal with a good realtor who can also advise you as to whether or not it's a good time to sell or not. One of my associates, Juliet, and I looked at a condominium in Kahana yesterday, and it's one of the original owners. They had an appraisal earlier this year of $800,000 plus. Our thoughts are, in today's market, with the problems in this particular project, market price would probably be 600 and some odd. It's one of those affected by the rising tides and so forth. So, you know, you've also got the issue of are you allowed to sandbag or not? If you're not, is the building going to be able to withstand a 3.2-foot sea level rise and so forth? So, you know, we're advising the owner to not sell at this point. Let's wait and then see how this all shakes out for a while.
True, except that for some people, because they are worried about it and they're ready to disclose what's going on to whoever the buyer might be, you know, they're still getting a good price for it.
Sure.
And
No,
they can
absolutely.
move on with their life.
Right.
Because they're pretty much ready to make that happen. But again, not everybody is. You know, hang in there, because I think it's going to be hard to keep that, to push that through. Now, I'm probably wrong, but
there's
it's a hard time.
There's going to be more litigation and so forth as far as the condos and vacation renting.
Yeah,
But,
absolutely.
You know, it's it's a great buyer's market, and for sellers, have some patience.
Yeah, I think you're right. Sellers have some patience. It's an interesting time to be probably buying or selling, but I think that there are people out there buying. And I think if you're looking to get something sold, it may not be what you could have done a year ago, but I still think the buyers are out there and do want to end up here and enjoying the lifestyle, and it'll be more and more people that will be buying also to use the property.
No question.
Yeah.
Which are, basically is the type of buyer you want.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody who will use the property more and enjoy Maui and go back to Vancouver or wherever they're from and talk again about Maui, how great Maui is and so forth. And I just wish we can accelerate the rebuilding of downtown Lahaina.
Oh, I do too. It's a tragedy. We were down there just recently walking around. It's so sad. It is the saddest thing to see.
Yeah, and I think our county and state officials need to really start concentrating on getting Lahaina kickstarted again.
Yeah, I think so too. Because if you get one thing going, if you get one of the smaller restaurants open, one of the burger places, one of anything, get one store open, get anything so that people are walking down there and, taking a moment, buying a shirt.
Oh, absolutely.
There were places that sold only T-shirts. And day after day after day, they were sending people home with a great Lahaina T-shirt or a
absolutely.
Maui T-shirt.
Yeah.
And it's
all part
great.
of the charm, We've got some of the greatest resorts in the world. We've got Wailea, Ka'anapali, and Kapalua. But, people visiting want to be exposed to the culture, some of the history and so forth, which is, you can go to great resorts in Spain or Mexico or, a lot of different areas in the world. But why Hawaii? And, the history of Hawaii is very interesting. It intrigues a lot of people, and we need to get Lahaina started again. It's, become a little bit of a political football, which
in a way it is.
Yeah, I can understand to a certain extent, but it's almost 3 years now since the fire.
I think it is 3 years.
Devastating fire, and this August it will be 3 years,
Yeah.
and it's a shame that basically nothing's being done.
No, I mean the Lahaina tree down in the banyan tree.
The banyan tree.
That's really, it's growing back and it's looking spectacular, and it makes you just thinking about it and walking. I think you can actually go down there, can't you? No matter what,
yes.
You can walk.
Right.
For a while, they were stopping
Right.
you. And I think they would let most local people walk down.
Yeah, and they've started dredging the Lahaina harbor, so that's a good sign. We'll get more activity going in the harbor, but the rebuilding of like the Pioneer Inn,
Oh, yes,
would be great, and all the commercial establishments.
absolutely.
We don't need the 3 puka shell necklaces for $20 kind of a establishment, but
We don't necessarily need them, but people also want to buy them, and they want to take them home.
well, yeah,
That's okay, too, I think.
well, to a certain extent. But
Do you know we've had the 2-minute warning a minute and a half ago? Aha.
Okay.
But just so that now we're at the 1-minute warning.
Okay.
So we'll be having Danny Couch come back on here before we know what happened.
Anyway, come see us at Coldwell Banker Island Properties, 700 Office Road in Kapalua, or check us out at sakamotoproperties.com.
And somebody's in our office all the time, so chat with
Real
someone if we aren't
professional,
there.
always will be.
Yeah, look for us, and if we're not there, talk to whoever's there. And now we've got Danny Couch coming back on, so and we love Danny Couch, and I love Hawaii.
We love Hawaii.
Aloha, aloha, aloha.